Good Monday morning, and welcome to Ice Age TV. Wow, it's early. Anybody who follows my channel will be like, wow, it's early, man. What the heck is going on? Oh my gosh. Wow. Yeah, this should be Sunday, not Monday's conversation. Yeah, talk about the delay. Yep, my trip has been delayed. And the good news is I'm leaving one day later and not a lot later. And that's the theme of the day in the Ice Age TV conversations is delay. And look here, mate. Yeah, stories to be told. Shop here. You can't even see, can you? Yeah, so, wow. Bronco's loaded up. But where's the truck and trailer? I should say, where's the trailer? Oh my gosh. Yeah, stay tuned for more conversations on Ice Age TV. I got to get my truck and trailer loaded and everything. My goodness gracious. Wow. What a project. Jesus Christ. Stories to be told. Just loaded the truck and trailer back up again. Follow me along on the delayed adventure with the Bronco. Look at the Bronco towing. So now, this here, coming back home, I guess it was the same, right? Yeah, wow. How many miles per gallon do you get now? Look how much she squats. It's the delayed Bronco Raptor Florida Tow Day. Is that what it is? And we're taking the race truck as well. And wow, it accomplished what I just pulled off. Oh my goodness, follow me along. Oh, the adventure begins. Long drive, long day, and the kids behind me. And it's the Bronco Raptor towing experience again. I gotta stop here. I hope the kid knows that for a second. There we are, leaving the property. And Jesus Christ, that's pretty cool. This little thing does light up. So now I gotta set my. There it is, pretty tight there. So it does, I hooked this all up. You watch my videos, I hooked this thing up, and I never thought you had a light for it, but it does. And I'm just guessing that the green light, when my foot's off the brake, it allows it to disengage the trailer. That's my guess. See here? I don't know, it's kind of weird. Oh my goodness gracious. So yeah, so we're going to Florida for the holiday get together, and this hasn't been an easy feat for me to pull this off. This has been very challenging. So yeah, so the whole trip was delayed. I was supposed to be doing this yesterday. This trip was supposed to be going on Sunday instead of Monday. Kind of like traveling Sundays sometimes because you can get out of town because the roads are so quiet, versus now we're in the Monday, we're now in the Monday routine with everybody else, so odds are we'd be in traffic. But anyways, be happy with you. So follow me along here. I got a lot of things going on right now. Let me take care of that, and we'll start talking more. Wow, skur. So looky here. Look at this here. That's not even stopping. So right now, it'll be 11 o'clock because this truck right here, the Bronco, the Raptor. What's my fuel mileage going to do? And I guarantee it's going to be 8 to 10 at best. I'd say 8. This has a 20-gallon tank. So I'm going to go about 130 to 140 miles at best without having to stop. So that's right there. You can just figure that's 7 stops, 8 stops. Oh my goodness gracious. So yeah, so morning we'll have the delay conversation. I think to myself, delay? Wow. Is that a broad word or what? Delay. Who doesn't know those experiences where you've been delayed? Your plane arrival has been delayed. Your plane departure has been delayed. Your original plans have been delayed. Your car that you ordered has been delayed. I mean, come on. I can just spend all day long talking about delayed, right? But where are we in today's world with delay? Seems to be a very prominent challenge. I mean, if anybody's following along the real deal, I mean, you know, people got their doctor's appointments delayed during the pandemic. Oh, it's huge. There's just one scenario of the pandemic and the hardships. So many people couldn't go see their doctors. Delay. Yeah, pretty crazy. And then everybody wants to go buy a car, order a car. I got to get some food in me. I've been running nonstop, really. Jesus Christ. So I need some food in me and get re-energized to have more delay conversations. I'm going to delay this conversation right now. How about that? Huh? We are here at Panera. Oh my goodness gracious. With my funky glasses on. We got the puppies in the race truck. How they doing? Look how the phone's acting weird. See that? It's like it's not a video recording right. It's like it's confused. All right, kid, you ready? So strange how the phone, it just seems like the video's not staying up with the movement. All right, here comes the Raptor time. Oh, the beauty of living on the road. Just look at this here, traffic to the max, 95. This road here has been worked on for 40 plus years. Just yeah, it's always jammed up. But look at this here, we're getting delay, right? I'm being delayed. Talking about my delay conversations, and look here, I'm getting 10.5 miles per gallon. You know, I kind of do think this truck with the bigger motor. See, my Bronco, if anybody's following, my hot pepper red Bronco had the 2.7 V6 twin turbo. This has the 3.0 V6 twin turbo motor in it, and I think this gets better fuel mileage. Isn't that something to think? And it has 37-inch tires. Wow. So I mean, you would have to say to yourself, bigger motor, bigger tires, and you're getting better mileage. I mean, that's hard to believe even for me. But my hot pepper red Bronco, that was like 8 mile per gallon towing. So if this thing gets like 10 and a half, that'd be awesome. Yeah. Looks like an accident up here, or is this road construction? It just doesn't end, man, when you live on the roads like I do. So kids behind me, and the challenges, the delays, right? The delay in life, right? All right, the first stop of the day for the gas, that is. More about the kid having to go to the bathroom. Yeah, this video is going to be delayed because by the time we get to Florida and publish it, it's going to be late tonight. Probably won't see this till tomorrow. Truck's doing great. And what's interesting is this time around, I don't have the Eco Kurt Tow Bluetooth thing. And this little dialer, the little factory little brake control I put in, that really does work. It works better. So if you can take the time and aggravation to put it in like I did, it's not really that radical. It's pretty simple. If you watch my brake controller install. But if you want to spend the money and you don't want to spend the time, that little Echo thing will do it already as well. Got the kid a treat. She didn't even take it. Oh my goodness, so delayed. Yeah, this video will be delayed. Oh my goodness, getting in this truck. Look at the race truck. And that thing's so cool. I just really like that race truck. It's a lot of fun. The kids get to enjoy it. Some people watch my channel like, what the heck is this guy doing? Yeah, and I'm totally the got an Indian hat on with Harley motorcycles in the back of the trailer. I need to find myself a nice Indian puller. I really like this hat. It's cold up here still, so we're going down to the warm weather in Florida. It's supposed to be 80s. So, yeah, the delayed. Yeah, I thought to myself, delayed. Boy, I tell you what. I mean, where we are right now, this country, is everything being delayed? It's like, now I talk about is a recession coming. But that's, it's delayed. That's next year, right? And then the cars, they did an interview with Jay Leno. Wall Street Journal did an interview with Jay Leno about electric cars, and he was promoting the electric cars. He was claiming how they've been around a lot longer than you realize. And he's a Tesla guy, so he likes the electric vehicles. But he likes all cars. I mean, for me, I don't think you can call Jay Leno out being some EV crazy guy. I think he just likes all types of vehicles. And he had to delay his he's still doing skits on the side. He's still doing these the jokes and stand-up things at restaurants. There's the kid. He had to delay that because he burned his face. And apparently it gave him a new face, he claims. He says he's actually better off. All right, time to get rolling again. So yeah, the sport mode in this thing really is the best mode. She really does just get up and go. I mean, I'm not even really getting into it. And I'm putting 87 octane. There's the Camping World. How much inventory do they have, right? Yeah, wow. Yeah, they're slammed. They got a lot of inventory. Woo. Anyways, so seems to be the best mode. However, I don't use the tow haul. I think sport's better. This here even more. Oh my gosh. Wow. So that's Camping World over. I mean, good Lord. Yeah, I just watched a video the other day. The RV guys are saying it ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna be no tanking in the industry. It's gonna be a little bit of a, adjustment, but nothing radical. Yeah, okay. We shall see. That's a delayed reality is what all that is. You're just delaying the reality. Yeah, so anyways, 87 octane this thing. Now we're down to 9.4 miles. And, but I'm chugging along. I'm not, putting down the road. So I'm sure if I put it down the road, that would change my miles per gallon. But I got places to be, and as it is, it's so funny. My Waze is not automatically populating back to my travels. I need to power off my phone. I think it's all screwed up. Coming down to the RV kingdom here. Look at that. I mean, it's just mind-boggling to think how many people buy RVs. Isn't it? I mean, you see this type of, inventory all over the place. Yeah, unbelievable, isn't it? Oh, we're down to the 8 mile per gallon range. But I'm kind of trucking it now. But now I just love when you go to the right-hand lane to get around people, then somebody comes off the ramps to shut you down. Yeah, highway driving. They got a guy up here that doesn't want to go, they don't want to go speed limit. They want to go too fast, too slow. Too fast, too slow. Like, just move out of the way. Hello. Well, I guess it's a good thing people are delaying their trip to Florida because the roads so far have been pretty good. Yeah, but I guarantee you next week at this time, no way. Next week at this time is when everybody gets out of school. So, remember, most people will leave this coming weekend or first of next week to go south for the kids' 2 weeks, Christmas vacation. So I'm glad everybody's delaying their departure, because for me, and anybody who travels 95 during the holidays, especially pre-pandemic, the worst. It's so bad, and it's just violent because everybody's just riding each other's tail, and it's just aggressive driving. It's the worst. Yeah, delayed their departures. That's one reason I was like, you know what? I got to get the heck out of town. Another week, but then I really started looking at the weather for Florida, and for where we're going, it's going to be really nice and warm this week, but next week, it's going to be cooling down. And then there's some nasty storms coming across the Midwest. So by this weekend, even up north, it's going to be, possibly rain, I guess. And I don't know. But anyways, yeah, just lots going on. And figured, you know what, I better get down and see the family. Try to avoid the rat race, I guess you could say. It's all about the delay. It was delayed a day. I should have done this yesterday. Technically, I was supposed to leave yesterday, and that just didn't play out very well. Had some challenges on that. The challenge was what we were taking. And when you're a married man, sometimes that gets to be a challenge. More of a challenge. Yeah. Wow. All right. Now we're green range. We get a little more further south, but I don't think we're in North Carolina yet. I usually make that to like 11 o'clock. So I could be wrong, but I think we're still in Virginia. Yeah, who the heck knows? Doesn't make any difference. We got a long way to go. We still have, we have a good 12 plus hours. At least. It's like here. I just filled up, and I'm down to 77 miles, so I'm going to have to get off here the next 20, 30 miles. Down to 8 miles per gallon. See there? I think the speedometer says 77. GPS says 75. So this isn't calibrated correctly. So it's actually higher than I'm actually going. This thing's so much. This truck is so nice. The Raptor experience. How many? It's really incredible. Is third Bronco going down 95 now this year. So in 2022, back in spring, I took my hot pepper red Bronco. Then in June, I believe it was June or July. Can't keep track. It was July. We took the cyber orange two-door Bronco down, and yeah, so that was the second one, and now here's the Bronco Raptor. So it's the third one. One year you could have said to me a year ago, you're going to be driving 3 Broncos to Florida this year. I would have said, yeah, probably 2, but not 3. And what's really interesting is a year ago during Christmas, I was down here in Florida, and I remember seeing a red, not the hot pepper red, but the red, I don't know if they call it the race red or whatever call it is, 2-door, if I remember right, Bronco at a shopping center near Costco. And that was the first time I actually saw one in person. And I was like, man, where's my Bronco? Never thinking to myself, a year later, I'd be on my 3rd Bronco, and I'd actually have the Raptor Bronco. Because last year at this time, I had the chance to cancel my order and change it into a Raptor. And a year ago at this time, my yellow Bronco got built, but it never got finished, and I didn't get it till like May of this year. And my hot pepper red one was showing it's going to be built first part of January. It's all about the Bronco, right? Yeah, this thing here too rides like a bucket Bronco every now and then. Having a trailer back there, it definitely kind of, it has this little dancing back there. I'm very used to the vehicle, but if you didn't know this vehicle like I know it, you'd be like, whoa, whoa. You'd be like, holy crap, this thing's in a freaking jackknife. Yeah, this thing does this little squirrely thing around the back end. Yeah, because it has such a downside to these Raptor vehicles, or like the TRX, and anything that has a really soft suspension. When it comes to towing, it plays with that suspension. It makes it so the suspension moves around more. That's why the heavy-duty trucks are better vehicles to use to tow, because the suspension doesn't sway as much. So this gets a lot of sway in this rear end. because it's a soft suspension trying to eat up all the bumps. But now it's been compressed by the trailer, and so it just makes it freaky. It's definitely a freaky type of feel when you go down the road. More freaky than my Hot Pepper Red. My Hot Pepper Red had a better feel, more confident towing feel to it than this vehicle does, because the suspension's different. Here comes first. You know, trucks are kind of been light today. I didn't even really think about that. That's kind of interesting that on Route 81, that road is just bad. I mean, it's just bad. There are so many truckers on the road. But so far today, it hasn't been this thing where a truck locks down the left-hand lane and you're fighting to get around the dang thing all day long. Yeah, I mean, has the trucking industry slowed down? Yeah. Have they been delayed? Have the shippers delayed things? Retail stores and consumers delaying purchases? Yeah, I think people are. I mean, I think people really are. We know. It's a known fact. We're seeing the numbers. Yeah, without getting into great detail, the trip was delayed. And the reason it was delayed, it was kind of a last-second kind of debate of what's going down and not going down. So I was kind of last week on the fence. What do I take to Florida? Trying to kind of figure out what I thought would make sense. And for me, I really want to take the bikes, and I really want to take the Raptor. I really want to take the F-150 Black Raptor over this. But the problem is at my dad's home in Florida, he resides in the HOA, and you cannot park a truck in the driveway overnight. And to a degree, borderline, you can't even park a truck in your driveway. I mean, technically, borderline. That's how, I mean, contractors can come over, but for a person on a truck, one thing for sure is you can't have the vehicle sitting outside the garage. I just went by a policeman. Kind of had to tame it down there a little bit. I was radical. These guys down here looking for the big deals. A 20-mile-an-hour guy. Which that ain't me. I know these rules in the state of Virginia. Yeah. But anyways, so last week I was on the fence. Here's another one. These guys are really playing the ball game today. Oh, 3 of them. 4 of them. Wow. 4 undercover cops back there in the median. Wow. Oh, here's a phone call. Oh, this is classic. This is locked up. So my speedometer's not off. It's the Waze. Duh. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so last week I was on the page. I really would take my Ford Raptor pickup truck to Florida. But the problem is, my parents didn't get complaints filed against them, and you have to get the truck out of the driveway. It is the stupidest thing in the world. If you watch any of my videos, you'll see that we bought a Santa Cruz a year ago, December of last year, and my dad had to get rid of it because they classified that puny little vehicle as a truck. I mean, there's a whole video, there's like 2 or 3 videos on that whole just total fiasco of my dad getting that truck when I tried to help him get a vehicle that we were told was a sport utility vehicle, not it was called a SAV, sport adventure vehicle. It wouldn't be registered as a truck. It'd be a sport adventure vehicle. So we bought it, and that was a fiasco. So my dad had to get rid of that vehicle. Oh my gosh. So yeah, so if I go to Florida in my Ford Raptor truck, I've done this. I've done it so many times. It's just a matter of time before somebody in the neighborhood takes pictures of my parents' house, my truck sitting there, and then the association starts calling my parents. Now, this 2-door truck here will fit in my dad's garage, so it won't be a problem. 4-door truck, there's no way. They designed these houses back like in the 80s or early 90s. And whoever designed them never had this idea to actually have a real truck park in the residence. But then they're catering to the community that are retired people. So the guys that build these houses, they're thinking there ain't gonna be no guy that's 70, 80 years old driving a big truck. I mean, just beyond incompetence is what all it is. But anyways, so last week, it's like, what am I going to take? What am I going to take? So I kind of started coming to closure. I'll take the Raptor, because this Raptor vehicle, the Bronco, they can't call it out. It's not a truck. Even though my dad brings a lot of people's attentions, a lot of these SUVs are considered trucks, especially bigger ones. And so, but it doesn't look like one, but the registration says it does. Ah, right. So, anyways, so I thought, I'll take the Raptor, and I'm going to take the motorcycles down. And then I got to think, it'd be pretty cool is to take down the race truck and let my daughter have some fun in that with my dad. They go ride and get coffee in the morning and do their little antics, and it'd just be cool to have it down there. So, that's kind of where I was planning. And this past Saturday, I literally spent the whole afternoon putting together all the vehicles. And then all of a sudden, if you're a married man, there wasn't mutual agreement on what was, happening. So it kind of turned into a moment of, drop the mic. So it stalled things. And so, I had to kind of take a time out. In life, sometimes the best thing you can do is just take a time out. Try to, I'd take a time out, try to figure out what makes sense, what doesn't. So it really wasn't until late yesterday I kind of got back in started thinking, you know what, I'll go down next week. I'll delay. So here's what I'm talking about, delay. The only reason I'm talking about this conversation this morning is because my delay. I delayed my trip. And then I get to thinking, that's probably a pretty good theme. And I've never seen that. No driving while impaired. Okay. If you actually have to tell somebody that, concerning, right? Anyways, so the whole trip got delayed, and then I was at the point where I was like, time out, and maybe I just go a week later and just kind of change the whole schedule. And then by later yesterday, after having a nice time out, and the peace time, it's all about peace. In a relationship, you just gotta have peace. And I just got to think to myself, so I kind of reevaluated. And then I told the wife, you know what, I think we're gonna go ahead and leave tomorrow. And then it really wasn't until first thing this morning that we came to the agreement of what's going on. Yeah, it's not easy. Anybody watch my videos, I'm sure they're like, that guy, he's got it made, that's easy. Yeah, it's not. Very challenging. So, but the good news is we're making it all work, and I'm blessed to have a understanding wife that she really is. She's very compassionate, loving, and caring. So that goes a long way. It's not easy though. I'm out here to tell you that the ongoing emotions aren't still happening. Yeah, right. Raptor, here we go. Wow, look at the station's pretty empty. But if you ever travel 95, and the real deal, I'm doing my little thing here. Boy, I tell you what, that thing really locks down if you wanted to. So you're doing the real deal around here on the holidays. It's a very, very challenging to get in and out of these gas stations, because everything your brother's getting fuel. Look at right here. Kind of tweaked that trailer setting here. I really do like that setup. I mean, I think the Echo Kurt thing is a great thing as well. So for anybody that's out there still mulling it over, it's going to be very challenging to kind of get in and out of here. I guess I could go right. Yeah, I think I'll go right, but boy, yikes. Now you go check all the vehicle, but here I am getting gas again. All righty, check out the tires. You know, it's interesting. This tire was so far down tire pressure. I was blown away. Yeah, like 35 pounds. These take 65 pounds of pressure. So, I mean, I was concerned that thing had actually jacked the trailer up on Saturday to check out the tire. Now, the moment of surprise, right? You open up the trailer, and are all the motorcycles still standing? This is always the nervous part. Yes, they are. Then you check there, check there, over there. They're doing good. All right, we're at $100 so far. 47 here, like 50 something. 325 down here in North Carolina. I get a little bit more in there.